Hello all. In this video, I'm going to walk through Hadoop catalog for Iceberg configuration. So why this is important? To quickly test Iceberg procedures on HDFS or S3 or ADLS without depending on Hive or other catalogs. And the Hadoop catalog offers a simple solution. However, it is not suitable for production environment because it lacks support for concurrency and all other ACID features. Okay, so we're gonna configure a Hadoop catalog, saying that if you look at here, the catalog type is Hadoop, and then Iceberg metadata is, the version file is stored on the disk. We will talk about what is a version file and all that stuff later. But generally, we don't use for production. For testing, we use it. So, okay, let's start with your Jupyter notebook. In the previous video, I showed how to start a Jupyter notebook, create a new file, then rename the file with the configuration, and then add this one in the cell. This is for SQL. For now, we don't need it. And here, the library is the PySpark and configuration Spark context. Then execute this here. And then here, we're going to set up the path where you want to store your databases and tables. Then here, we're going to build a Spark session, and we do a builder object here. Then library we downloaded in the previous video. Then here 1.81 is the Spark Iceberg version, and 3.5 is the Spark version, 2.12 is the Scala. So we downloaded 3.5.5, but you don't need to give the minor version. Then here extension, then you need to specify Iceberg Spark session extension. Then if you look at these, right, here Spark catalog, and then we're going to use a Spark session catalog, saying that this Spark catalog we use to create a Hive tables. You can also create Iceberg table, but if you want to do additional ACID features and then the more metadata and then time travel, all those Iceberg features, you cannot do it in a Spark catalog. And then location of the Spark catalog warehouse is basically a Hive warehouse, and then you can do Spark.SQL warehouse equal to Hive warehouse. Then here we are using for this one is a Iceberg catalog. Okay, you can have this name, anything you want. You can call prod Iceberg, my Iceberg, or some name. Even this name also you can have whatever. But generally we follow this Spark_catalog here. Iceberg catalog or Iceberg, glue catalog, glue, something like that. Then here, see the difference here. In the Spark catalog, we use a Spark session catalog library. And then Iceberg catalog, we use a Spark catalog. So this is a new one. So any Iceberg tables are created using Iceberg catalog. Okay, so you execute here. Okay, and okay, sorry, I'm going to run this here, and then just check any errors. Then here I'm going to run the UI. If you click on UI, and then you will get the Spark session UI, and then let's open that UI in a different new tab. So I'm running on my local machine, but in your EC2 instance, you have to give that public DNS name. Okay, so then click on the Spark SQL frame, and any procedures or any select statements running, we will see it. We will run that one later. Okay, and then so if you run the what jar files it is using, if you can see that this is jar file, and show databases, right? And right now, let's see what databases we have, and right now there's no databases. We haven't created any table, and then every time when you modify anything, click save here. Go back to your so look at this one. We executed and show the we run the show databases, right? So then we don't have any tables here. Yeah, let's look at any tables here right now. And so we're gonna use the default database. Okay, and okay, then and show tables. Okay, and if any tables, yeah, we don't have any tables. That's it. That's how we're gonna configure the Hadoop catalog for Iceberg configuration. Hadoop catalog Iceberg configuration. And as I said here, you're going to use a public IP when you connect to your EC2 instance, and then you can run some select statements, create databases, and then once you're done, you can simply spark.stop then, that's about it, right? And if you have we'll talk about the import later. So then next we're going to look at the Hive catalog. But so every time when you create, like not every time, so you have this file because we're going to reuse this configuration.file. And whatever configuration is, Hive configuration, Glue configuration, or Hive or Hadoop each file is we're going to save it as separate. Okay, thank you.